What's your number one challenge when serving? It's the toss, isn't it? Tossing is not easy, and many players struggle with it for years. And you've been there where you're standing, trying to toss it in the right place, but it's just not going there. You know, you're moving your feet, trying to catch up with your poor toss. You can't get a consistent toss unless you do the consistent routine successfully every single time. First of all, do not have more than one ball in your hand at a time when you're tossing. Put the other ones in your pocket or throw it away. One ball in your hand is easy to control. Two balls in your hand, not good. Here's one of my favorite things to do is to place players on a line. Just imagine like you're standing on a skateboard or a snowboard. You're not allowed to move your feet. All of a sudden, that poor toss becomes so much more evident. You know, you're tossing and they're going, oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall over. By taking away the ability to move, you're almost handcuffing someone. They're not allowed to move. They have to stay in the place where they are and toss well before hitting the serve. If it's in the right place, they can swing for it, ball will go in, and their feet would not have had a challenge to stay on the line. You could see my back foot pivot, and that is completely okay due to the rotation. We don't want to have him completely flat-footed on the floor. To start with, you're okay, and then let the back foot go through. That's completely fine. We want that, actually. That's the beginning of a successful change to your toss. As long as you're accepting tosses, moving away from your initial place, you're telling your body, it's okay, I'm gonna keep chasing this thing. Don't chase it. You're never gonna get it right. Place your feet, don't let them move. That's number one. Number two, a toss is not a throw. There's a difference between a toss, I like to call it a lift, versus a throw. We don't want a throw because that ball does not have to go 20 feet up in the air. We just need it to go about a foot higher than your contact point when you're fully extended up here. That's where I like to hit it. Toss it and hit it. The ball goes a little bit higher than this racket. It peaks, starts to come down, and that's when I make contact with the ball. So I'm here, and then I make contact with the ball. I missed this one. You're making me nervous for some reason. Lift it up. Again, bad toss, I catch it. No problem. Bad toss, I catch it. Good toss, I hit it. That ball has peaked, starts to come down, and I hit it. So it goes that understanding of how high it needs to go, because as long as someone thinks they need to toss it 15 feet high, they're gonna keep throwing. But we want them to toss. Lift with the shoulder, just the shoulder lifts the ball and lifts the arm. I'm just gonna turn sideways so you can see it from there better. My whole arm gets lifted by the shoulder muscle, and I feel it a little bit in my lats. My lats are stretching and extending up slowly. The slower and longer that motion is, the more you're gonna find success in the consistency of the toss. We do not want the elbow nor the wrist to get engaged. We do not want the ball to spin and rotate around like crazy when it's up in the air. We just want the ball to be let go from the hand as the shoulder is lifting it. A great way of doing this slowly, just to process what needs to happen, is on your own. You can do it next to a mirror or just on the court. Shadow swinging has shown to significantly improve performance, particularly in a serving situation where you're fully in control of that motion. The ball is in your hand. It's the only shot where you're fully in control. The ball is in your hands. Lift it slowly and let it drop. Lift it slowly and let it drop. Now you're noticing as I'm doing this that both of my arms are moving while I'm practicing my toss. I'm going with both of my arms while I'm practicing the toss, because things do change if you just go out and practice your toss like this without the right arm moving. It's completely different of a feeling. We don't want just the left hand to go and the right arm not to do anything. We want to recreate the motion, the beginning of the serve. For some players, it works where the palm is looking straight up and you're lifting, like I said, with the shoulder, a little bit of a lat pull. For others, this doesn't work because the wrist just keeps going, keep engaging. So turning the ball a little bit to the side can be very successful. It's worked for me when I was a junior. Hold the ball a little bit to the side, allowing the wrist to stay a little bit more stable, like so. So I'm holding the ball here on the side. I've went from here and I've turned it around and then letting it go as I'm reaching up. But key is to find, again, that balance, the consistency of the motion, toss, and then hit. It's a slow move, don't rush it, and when practicing, only hit the ones that you liked. Because every time you hit a wrong toss or move your feet, you're telling your body and your brain, it's okay. And it's not okay. You're gonna miss, you're gonna miss, you're gonna miss. First or second serves, I would, at the start, just practice your second serve more so than your first serve because it gives you that backup. It gives you that knowledge of knowing I can get that second serve in even if I miss my first one. Get out, practice. Practice makes perfect. Tossing isn't easy, but it's a huge component of your game, so it's worth investing a little bit of time in that. Take it slow. There's no rush to toss the ball up in the air quickly. Take your time, but do it on your own so you're not upsetting your other players on the court. Have fun with it. Let me know if you have any questions. I'd love to hear from you. What are your challenges when tossing?